Integrated started as a real estate development company. Integrated is not a consulting firm. We are not in the world of providing information and ideas and concepts and then not performing on those. Our whole objective in life as a business is to actually get things done. And we do that and ensure that we make a profit while we do it. We've built something that's good for many people. It's not good just because I made money on it. It's good because it works for everyone, and we made a profit doing it. So we're very interested in partnering with all forms of investors and investment companies and investment opportunities. We can take small pieces, we can take large pieces of a partnership. We can do conventional JVs or joint ventures, or we can do something where we act on somebody's behalf as a development manager or an owner's representative fee-for-service developer. Any of those areas are the areas that we're focused on, and that's how our company grows. We are a development company, so that's somebody who buys a particular type of real estate asset and then does something with it to improve its value and generate increased revenues. The second thing that we do is we found that there was a void in the marketplace. There was a void in the sense that there's a number of parties out there who don't have the requisite skills within their organization to properly understand what is a good real estate opportunity, or if they do understand what is a good real estate opportunity, they don't necessarily have the ability in our region to be able to implement and to turn that from a good idea into something that actually produces revenue and return. We assemble the team, the construction and design team, the engineering team, all of those people, because we're here, because we live here in Edmonton, northern Alberta, Red Deer North, if you would. And we do work in the greater Edmonton region, and we do work in Fort McMurray.
The oil sands are in Alberta, Canada. They're in the northwest, in the Peace River part. They're in the northeast, that's the big one, the Athabasca oil sands. And then just south of that, and around Bonnyville, is Cold Lake. In the oil sands, there's about 170 billion barrels of reserves. It's the second largest proven reserves in the world, next to Saudi Arabia. Oil sands is, it's very obvious. It's been around for a long time. People have seen it since the early explorer days. Even the native population used to use it for sealing their canoes. So if you float down the Athabasca River, you can see it coming out in a hot summer day. It's a combination mixture of sand, water, and bitumen, which is a very, very heavy oil, which requires further upgrading in order to make it into any kind of consumer products.
We know the players. We know the right engineer for the right job, the right construction company for the right job, the right architect for the right job. One size doesn't fit all. It's very important. And so then we bring together a plan that enables the facilitation of a return on investment that is above average. We are a for-profit company. We do a lot of work on a fee-for-service development basis or a development management basis for a lot of organizations that are not-for-profit organizations or for pension funds, for-profit organizations. Fits into the models, the asset classes of constructing, implementing on infrastructure and both social, being housing, and civil infrastructure. And we have the right relationships with the right people. Some of those are local, some of those are on a global basis. We have a global law firm that is a strategic alliance with us. We have a global consulting firm in the water and energy sector that is a strategic alliance with us. And so we have the ability to be a one-stop shop for anything that relates to real estate investment, development, construction, and the infrastructure side of the world. And that's what we do, is we take the guesswork out and we provide peace of mind from concept to keys. And we can create the whole situation, or we can fulfill parts of those roles.
I've been in construction for over 40 years. I've done many different types of projects. I've worked in the Middle East I built a Canadian embassy in Riyadh, and also did a very large project in Orlando, Florida. And now what this gives us is a new lease on life as far as construction is concerned, because we're finding ways to build very large projects in a lot less time. Again, time is money. Construction in the oil sands is you know, not everything is built on site up there. Edmonton is one of the major suppliers of many of the components that are manufactured in plants throughout Edmonton and then shipped up and assembled up in Fort McMurray, and just shows that large projects can be built by components fabricated thousands of miles away, and it works very, very well.
The advantage also of having a team to work together, let's say with development management, contractors, with all the trades and all needed. I'll give you an example. The project which was just completed for the Wood Buffalo Housing Corporation, 2 buildings. The question, can we use renewable energy? Can you use a non-combustible energy? That was transferred to geothermal. Now, people will think, oh, can you do geothermal in Fort McMurray? Would it work? IMR and the group of companies, they came to the university, and I was approached by IMR. We assembled a team of expertise from different backgrounds from the university, from computer science, mechanical engineering, mathematicians, which will tell us how statistically we can really read the data, and how we can really help the owner maintain these facilities based on this infrastructure which just was put underground, using the underground for heating. To recover the heat, they had to put solar. The solar will only be used only to recover the heat which you can extract from the ground.
There's no doubt that there's an immediate payoff. We have some of the brightest, youngest minds in engineering taking a look at new ways to do new things, and taking a new look at old things and finding ways to do that. We are here to work together with our client, whoever that may be. Our objective, of course, is to make a profit, and we have a great track record of doing just that. And so we have the ability to be a one-stop shop for anything that relates to real estate investment, development, construction, and the infrastructure side of the world.